Libra horoscope for March 2025. Align with the universe, align with success. This month's astrological shift brings challenges and opportunities, so navigate them with wisdom and confidence. So, before I begin, I just want to clarify that I use the Vedic astrology, not Western astrology. So, please look at your Vedic ascendant sign for your calendar, and this is for Libra ascendant. So, let's begin by looking at the 1st of March. So, the very first day of March, you have to be a little bit mindful of your health. Your energies could be a little bit irritated on these days, and you won't be feeling your best on the first day of the month. But they do shift. On the second and third, you're going into a more positive energy. This is the energy that is more supportive if you're married. So you'll see that your energies with your spouse are more in check on these days. You should get love and support from your spouse on these days. Now, moving on to the 4th, 5th, and 6th, this is where you do have to be mindful of your energies. These are the days where your energies are a little bit more stressed. You could have issues related to joint finances. Also, any family type issues could come up. So, your energies are really not at its best here. So, I would say lay low on these days so that way. You're working with the energies that the universe is providing for you here. Now, the energies do shift on the 7th and 8th onwards. They do get more positive. So you're feeling much better, more positive starting on the 7th. So the 7th and 8th, you're positive, you're feeling good, more optimistic on these days. Your viewpoint on a grander scale is also more optimistic as well when we're looking at the world stage as well. If you're looking at spending time with your father, any father issues that you may have been having, these are days that you want to resolve those type of issues. You'll get better results if you want to have that conversation with your any type of father figure, any kind of mentor. These are good days to have that conversation. And if you're looking for advice, it's also good days for you to get advice from these types of figures in your life as well. Now, moving on to the 9th and 10th, this is where you want to be focused on your public image. It'll come into spotlight. You also want to focus on your career and your work obligations as well. Put in your effort and your work in where it's due, and you should get the result and the credit that you deserve for the work that you're putting in. So if you haven't been getting recognized for the work that you've been putting in, you definitely will get some positive results on the 9th and 10th. Now, moving on to the 11th, 12th, and 13th. This is where, again, energies are very positive here. If you're someone who is into social media, these are very good, positive days for you as well. But these are good days where you want to socialize, you want to network, you want to make the most of the energy around you so that you gather some gains from this energy. So again, very good positive energies for you. Now, moving on to the 14th and 15th, this is where you do have to be mindful of your energies. Your energies could be low on this day, on these 2 days. Your energies could be very self-reflective on these days. You could feel very isolated. You might want to self-isolate on these days. And you could feel that, you feel lonely on these days. You don't feel supported on these days. So just a very low key kind of energy. What I would say is be mindful any expenses you may have. You could have unexpected expenses on these days. Something just comes up. If you have to take any decisions regarding finances on these days, keep it pending. Okay, because chances are you'll make the wrong choice and come to regret it afterwards, especially on the 16th, 17th, 18th. When you self reflect on your decision, then you'll feel like you made the wrong decision and you should have waited. So, if you don't want, if you want to work with the energies that the universe is giving you, then be mindful of this energy and just let those energies pass. So that way, you're making the most of the positive energies within the month. Now, the 16th, 17th, 18th, again, very positive energies. This is where you want to focus your energies on yourself, on self reflection, self rejuvenation. Spend time to regain your strength mentally, emotionally, physically. Now, moving on to the 19th and 20th. So these are your money days. This is where you'll find that the money flow is coming in easily on these days. You should have money more in your wallet, in your bank account. If you need to borrow money, this is a good time to ask. You won't have a lot of resistance when it comes to getting your money back. So the money flow is really good on these days. Now, if you're someone who is in the markets, this is also a good time for you to take profits. Look at taking profits. Look at your portfolio on these days and see how it's going on those days. Now, again, very positive energies moving forward. The 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. These are, again, positive energies with your siblings, with your neighbors. If you want to do any local trip traveling, great time for that as well. You'll definitely enjoy yourself on these days. Now, moving forward to the 24th and 25th, again, positive energies. You're happy at home here. The energies in your home environment are very supportive, very loving. You're feeling good on these days. And moving forward to the 26th and 27th, again, very positive energies. You're feeling very focused. You're feeling very mentally awake, alive, very mentally able to take in and absorb any information that you're learning about. So it's a good time to learn something new, to focus your energies into looking at something that you weren't previously understanding. You'll definitely be able to absorb that information now. And moving forward to the 28th and 29th, you want to be a little bit mindful on these days. These are days, you have to be mindful of your energies because they're irritated. So you could have issues related to debt, health, disputes. If you have any court cases on these days, I would advise for you to change them to more favorable days so that you get favorable outcomes. If you have any work that needs to be done, you'll find that these days it's harder to work on these days. It's more challenging. You could have minor health issues as well, such as health related to your stomach, cough, cold, flu type symptoms, where your energy is very low, your energy is very irritated. And because your energy is very irritated, also the energy around you, so the people surrounding you on these days is also not supportive. It's very irritated energy, so you could easily get into a spat with someone, easily get into a dispute with someone. So definitely be mindful of your energies on these days. Obviously, it's 2 days, just be mindful. And then moving forward, you have positive energies, the 30th, 31st. You'll feel like there's harmony on these days. It's a positive, loving energy. It's a supportive energy. Now, if you're someone who is married, then definitely these are good days for you to spend with your loved one, because you'll definitely be able to build that bond with them. So let's take a look at the recap of the month for Libra Ascendant. So let's quickly look at your caution days, which is the first of the month, 4th, 5th, 6th, 14th, 15th, 28th, and 29th. These are the days that you need to be a little bit mindful of your energies. Take your decisions more carefully on these days. Maybe keep your decisions pending on these days. Your health may not be at its best on these days. And expensive. Be very careful of your expenses on these days as well. So you just have to be mindful on these days. That's it. Let these energies kind of pass. Now, as far as money days, your best money days of the month are 19th and 20th. This is the money flow. If you want to take profits, if you're in the markets, a good time for that. Again, this is not financial advice. Contact a professional for that. If you want to learn about the markets, then definitely I would say that the 26th and 27th are really good days for you to learn about the market. And if you want to invest further into the market, then the 11th, 12th, and 13th are definitely producing that energy that you need to look at your portfolio and see where and how you can get more gains by investing further. Now, if you're married, I would say that the 2nd, 3rd, 30th, and 31st are great honey days for you. These are your love romantic days for married people. Now, for those of you who are single, then I would say that the 26th and 27th are your best romantic days for you to go out and spend time with your loved one, your special somebody. Your feelings will be more reciprocated on these days. Now, for those of you who want to make the most of restorative energies of the month, that would be the 16th, 17th, and 18th. This is where you want to focus your energies on yourself. to self rejuvenate, to rest, to relax, self reflect on these days so that you can gather your strength for the next month ahead. So I hope you make the most of every day that March presents to you and be a little bit mindful of the days where you need to be mindful. Again, this is for Libra Vedic ascendant sign. If you want to know how you are going to handle the month of March on a more emotional level, then you want to look at your Vedic moon sign because that will tell you how you will feel emotionally about the month of March. So do check that out as well. And you can check out your signs online for free. And please don't forget to share and like and comment on this video and bookmark it so you can refer back to it as well, or take a screenshot so you can refer back to the dates and you can plan accordingly. Thank you for watching today.